The national government looks to cut down on expenditure through austerity measures. Members of Parliament and the Senate seem to have thrown caution to the wind in what is now seen by Kenyans as a spending spree. Through benchmarking trips, recurrent induction programs and workshops against a call by the Treasury and the Salaries and Remuneration Commission to work with a lean budget and cut down on wastage. NTV's Melita Oletengus breaks down the recent spending by the legislature running to millions of shillings.
The irony of a government employing austerity measures, including freezing foreign travel and training programs to reduce the budget by 300 billion shillings, is playing out as legislators seem to be swimming in money through planned induction workshops and benchmarking visits outside the country.
Look at the wage bill itself. It's not just about the absolute basic salary that is an issue, but we've got a lot of wastage when we talk about allowances, when we talk about benefits. There is a lot of wastage.
A breakdown of the expenditure by members of National Assembly at the coast for induction of members of House committees and thereafter a post-election evaluation workshop for a period of 2 weeks is as follows. Each member of parliament will pocket 18,200 shillings as per diem allowance per day, not less than 24,096 shillings paid for accommodation, 25,740 for return flight tickets. Cumulatively, 349 MPs will receive 6,351,800 shillings for their per diem allowances, 8,409,504 shillings for the accommodation allowances, and 8,983,260 shillings in flight travel. A total of 23,744,564, exclusive of conference facilitation at the Pride Inn Hotel and expenditure for the members of National Assembly, security and drivers. But members of Parliament have turned the trip to a paid-for vacation by the government. With a majority of them walking out of the induction seminar in Mombasa, protesting the delayed release of NGCDF funds.
We are not going to leave Mombasa, and we are not going to sit in any induction without the money in our accounts.
Watoto leo wako nyumbani, sisi tuzunguka humu kwenye mahoteli tu, tukikaa tunywe machai, tunywe nini, hapana.
On the other hand, chairpersons of the 21 Senate committees are meeting at the Sarova White Sands. According to the SRC circular for daily subsistence allowance for local travel, each member is entitled to 18,200 shillings a day. For the 21 committee chairpersons, this would translate to 1.9 million shillings in per diem allowances for 5 days, more than 2.5 million spent by the PSC on accommodation, and more than $500,000 spent on travel expenses. Meanwhile, about 18 members of the Senate have jetted out of the country to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania for a workshop whose details remain scanty. The cost of return business class flight tickets to Dar es Salaam from Kenya is 60,000 shillings per senator, translating to more than 1 million shillings in travel expenses. The per diem allowance per senator is 74,319, translating to 1.3 million shillings. A total of 6.6 million shillings will be spent for 5 days. This is exclusive of hotel rates paid by the Parliamentary Service Commission in Dar es Salaam. NTV can also confirm that 6 members of the National Assembly Speakers Panel traveled to the United States of America for a period of not less than 1 week for a benchmarking trip. Business class tickets to JF Kennedy International Airport from JKIA at 343,745 shillings, translating to more than 2 million shillings for the round trip. The millions of shillings spent by government on the workshops and induction programs by MPs is a juxtaposition of the government's position to cut down on spending at a time when Kenyans have decried a high cost of living. Melita Oletengus, NTV.